Inside right way, the Irish down inside territory in the box, in the Hawken box kick. It's not got bounds, and already it's going to be a corner kick for the Irish. So I'll tell you what, the Irish putting the offense on right away. And let's see if we can catch, looks like doing the corner kick for the Catholic Central Fighting Irish. John, can you see the number down there? It seems like the kick down the middle, but now it's knocked out. Trying to get it back in the box, and it is knocked off the side by Hawken. Still waiting to get, oh, it looks like that was Brent Rohr. I'm sorry. We finally got that number. Brent Rohr took the kick from the corner. Now the Irish still with the ball in Hawken territory outside the box. Now at about what would be the 30-yard line. Now Hawken moves it the other way. Ball going across midfield, so now it's down in Irish territory. Now returning the ball around is Tony Miller, who kicks it back down into Hawken territory. And they're playing, of course, Joe Talley is out there, and Joe Talley playing with a broken arm. And John, who do we have on the throw-in over there? Once again, John, get his binoculars out because it is this far piece from one side to the other. But the Irish have the ball now. Ball kicked inside the Hawken box. Taking it down there on the side, the Irish. Matt Calabrese now taken away by Hawken. Nice move inside the box. Shot right on goal. The ball is knocked away by Jeff Bass. Once again, the only bad thing is the Irish numbers are a little hard to see right now, John. Did you see who took that shot? DJ Catro with the shot. DJ, of course, out there today, and he comes in with 26 goals on the year. So that's quite a year for DJ. Now another corner kick. Joe Talley's going to take it for the Irish. The ball is kicked, trying to get the header, but it's not back down. The ball right in front of the net. Kicked out of bounds. Once again, another corner kick for the Irish. So this game has less than 3 minutes old, and already we're looking at the third corner kick for the Irish, John. And John's checking out right now who's going to take the corner kick for the Irish on the far side of the stadium. And it's going to be number 7, Tony Miller. So Tony Miller, left-footed kicker, ready to take the corner kick. And he takes it right in front of the net. But a nice play by Jeff Bass, but he deflects it away. And so, John, corner kick number 4 coming up for the Irish. So the Irish really putting on, as what you'd say, a full-court press right now. They're really making a great try to get a goal early.
And this is what Shane Latham wanted, was a great start to be put the pressure on early. There we had a punch out by the goalie.
Nice play by Jeff Bass to knock the ball out about midway back in the Hawken territory, but now throwing it in again will be Tony Miller. So the Irish still have it down in Hawken territory. It's been all Irish so far. Now the ball's headed out of bounds. It's going to be Irish throw in. Tony Miller going to throw it in again. Once again, good crowd here today. Joe Talley with the ball. Hawken deflects it, kicks it out of bounds, but it's a throw-in, not a corner kick. They kicked it shy of the flag just before it was about to go over the end line, which would have caused that 5th corner kick. So 4 corner kicks already for the Irish. So they have really put the pressure on. Now throwing it in, Tony Miller once again for the Irish. Down in the box, the ball's headed back outside the box now. Turning it around, Brandon Spridgen. Hawken trying to make a move, but the Irish keep it in the Hawken end. Right now it's been all Irish. The ball briefly went back in the Central territory, but the Irish had it back in Hawken territory right away, and so far it's been Catholic Central really putting the pressure on. Now Hawken trying to get it down. Once again, nice play by the Irish. Making the play there was Brandon Spridgen. Steals it away, but now Hawken back with it. Fighting down once again in Hawken territory, about 30 yards from the goal. Header back. Irish still with the soccer with the ball down in Hawken territory. Once again, DJ Catro now with the ball. DJ Catro moving towards the box. DJ Catro takes a shot. It's off the post. It goes in. DJ Catro scores with 35-20. There's the clock still running, John. They're still running, but it should be like 35-26. Clock should have been stopped. DJ Catro, who has 26 goals on the year, he scores for the Irish, so the Irish on top right away. 1-0. And John, you almost knew that was going to happen because the Irish were really pulling it on here at the beginning.
Well, that's their game. They put the pressure on early. DJ Catro were right down there, took the great shot, fired it right off the goal, right into the corner. And the Irish are up 1-0.
Okay, so we're going to let John say that 1-0, but I'm going to go with 1-0. But DJ Catro, once again, 30, and that score came, actually, John, they stopped the clock at 35:05. Did they say what time the official score came? Now Hawken down in Central Territory. And John said, I think that 35-20 is a got down, but it actually came before that. But it doesn't matter because the Irish have the lead. Now the Irish already back down to Hawken Territory again. With the soccer ball, Matt Calabrese, it did too much football, John. Matt Calabrese down to Hawken Territory trying to move it towards the box. The ball is kicked away by Hawken, keeps it in bounds, knocked back towards the Irish end, but still deep in Hawken Territory. Now gets out of bounds, throw in for the Irish. Matt Calabrese with the throw in. DJ Catro again with the ball. Hawken trying to get it away. They have control of it now, but once again, deep in their own territory, trying to pick it up. The ball goes off the Irish out of bounds, so it's going to be a throw-in for Hawken. But right now, Hawken's going to be a little shocked because it didn't take the Irish long to score. Getting ready to throw it in is Eric Parker for Hawken. Hawken from Gates Mill, Ohio. Once again, they have been the state tournament. This is their fifth final. Now, final, not just the state Final Four, but their fifth final in 6 years. They did win the state last year. Ball kicked out of bounds. And it's going to be Hawken throw-in. Throwing it in for Hawken is going to be Nur Youngster, the senior. Game being brought to you today by Dave Cale Chevrolet. Low Overhead is the name of the game at Dave Cale Chevrolet. They save money on promotions and pass it on to you. For a great selection of new and used Chevy cars and trucks, visit Dave Cale Chevrolet in downtown Mechanicsburg. Wishing the best to the Catholic Central Fighting Irish. Ball down now in the Irish territory, a little deeper. They're about 30 yards away, 40 yards away from the goal. Ball is thrown in by Nur Youngster. Now kicked back the other way, and we're back in Hawken territory. But the Hawken sweeper kicks it back, and that is Douglas Weimer. Now we have some contact, no call. The Irish fans a little unhappy with that, but right now the ball goes out of bounds. Once again, it is a Hawken throw-in. And once again, this time, it's going to be Brendan Shanahan with the throw-in. Throws it a little too long, misses his men, but kicked back by the Irish. Nice header there by the Irish, but now it goes out of bounds. Once again, Brendan Shanahan with a throw-in for Hawken. Goes towards the middle of the field. The ball down inside the box. Now it's outside the box, but a shot on goal. Adam Maloney with a save. Shot right down by Danny Friedman. Adam Maloney with a diving save. The Irish holding on to that 1-0 lead. Great kick by Adam Maloney over midfield. Now down to Hawken territory again. Now they're not right about midfield. Irish trying to regain control, and they do. Kicked up ahead. DJ Catro with the ball. Down close, the end line. The ball goes out of bounds, and once again, it's going to be Callum John. The fifth corner kick for the Catholic Central Fighting Irish is going to be DJ Catro, who's going to take this corner kick. We have 32-15 left to play here in the first half. The Irish on top, 1-0. Gabe Williams, John Durr coming away from Columbus Crew Stadium. DJ Catro gets it in, but now it's stolen away by Hawken. Hawken trying to go past midfield into Irish territory. The ball is there. A lot of contact there. I think they're going to call a push on Hawken. They do call a push on Eric Parker. It's going to be Irish ball. Going down there for the Irish. Down once again, trying to see the number. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be a throw in for the Irish. Down for the Irish that time was Brett Rohr got knocked down. He is okay though. DJ Catro was thrown. Now for the Irish trying to control it. Joe Talley knocked out of bounds. Matt Calabrese also over there. Now Joe Talley coming over. And once again, John, is this another corner kick or so on? Another corner kick. So corner kick number 6. Unbelievable. Once again, we have yet to play 10 minutes. This is the 6th corner kick into DJ Catro. Back to Joe Talley. Joe Talley with the ball in the box. Joe Talley left-footed kick, but it's wide. So it's going to be a goal kick coming up for Hawken. And now with Hawken getting ready to take a goal kick and 31 minutes left to play, we're going to take a break for 1 minute. You're listening to High School Soccer on 1600 WBLY. DJ Catro scored off an assist from Marcus Murphy. That came with 35 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first half. The Irish on top 1-0. We're down under 30 minutes to play, 29:36 to play in this first half. And really it's been practically all Irish, although Hawken did get one shot off, John.
shot on goal. Great save by Adam Maloney, and their goalie had one save, but unfortunately one got by him.
Well, it's not unfortunate for the Irish. It's fortunate for the Irish. Irish with the lead. Now with the Jacob Feltner with the ball for the Irish to the right of the box, about 20 yards. Now he kicks it inside the box, but Hawken's now with it. Hawken High School out of Gate Mills. Now we're going to have a goal kick. The ball is kicked and it deflects off one of the Irish, goes out of bounds. Eugene Kozlenko. Kozlenko in now. Eugene Kozlenko comes in for Hawken. Leaving the match for Hawken, it looks like Kevin Vargo is going to take a seat for a little bit of a rest. Pat Sweeney, John, this is his second year as coach of Hawken High School, and I guess he walked into a pretty good situation. He won the state last year, and now he's in the state finals in his second year.
That's right. Of course, they've been here before. It's not nothing new to them, and pretty good for a second-year coach to be in for the second time in a row.
And the arrows. Now the Irish with the ball down in the box again. And once again, number 7 coming up, the 7th corner kick. John, I do a lot of PA for soccer, and I don't know if I've seen a game where we've had, I can't ever remember that many corner kicks in this short time by one team. This is the 7th corner kick already. Joe Talley now with the ball in. Just a little short pass into him from the corner. DJ Cater kicks it, but it deflects off Hawken out of bounds. So it's going to be throw-in for the Irish. Tyler Stockstill with a throw-in. Now Hawken kicks it out towards midfield. Nice header there for the Irish by Brandon Spriggan. Ball back down deep in Hawken territory again. It's in the box. But a nice play right there by the sweeper, Doug Weimer, to kick it out of bounds. But what does that mean? It means corner kick number 8 for the Irish. Joe Talley going to take the corner kick on the far side of the field. Of course, that will be John on the southeast corner. And let's see what happens now. Joe Talley getting ready. Once again, if you've not been to Crew Stadium, this is a beautiful facility. Joe Talley with a kick. Hits the ground. Once again, deflected out of bounds, and corner kick number 9 coming up for the Irish. So the Irish, once again, they have really put the pressure on from the get-go here against Hawken from Gate Mill. Now a quick kick by Joe Talley in, but now Hawken has controlled it. Now nice play there for the Irish. Turns it around, but now Hawken back down in Irish territory, but not for long, because it is knocked back, and now tripping DJ Catro. But luckily for the Irish right there to regain Matt Sprinkler. Good job by Matt Sprinkler. He gets the ball back now. Shove. My goodness, I didn't know if they were going to call that first shot. Tyler Stockstill definitely got shoved. And if you haven't seen soccer, most of you folks are listening, I'm sure you've seen the soccer. Game can get a little rough at times. Right now, Jacob Feltner getting ready to kick for the Irish after the penalty. Kick inside the box, and now it's deflected out. Once again, the Irish with the ball. Kicked off to the side. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be, well, now we have another whistle, so we have a violation. So the Irish will get the ball back, and then we'll have a kick. And where they're going to be, John, about 10, 12 yards outside the box, the kick is going to come from. 25-18 left to play in the first half. The Irish on top, 1-0. Now there's the whistle. The kick. And deflected out of bounds by the goalie. Tony Miller with a shot. That one was deflected out of bounds. So here it comes, another corner kick for the Irish. And actually, John, I don't think that was Tony Miller. Actually, with the shot there was Jacob Feltman. Here we go, corner kick. 24-48 left to play here in the first half. Joe Talley with a corner kick. And there it is. Nice kick. Header, but no, they've called a goal, but it's not going to count. We heard a whistle, and I think they must have called off. Was it offside, John?
His kick went when it went out, it went straight out of bounds. On his kick, so they called out of bounds.
Okay, so John picked that up for us. Now a goal kick, so a lot of the Irish fans got, but right away we heard a whistle. We knew it wasn't going to count because the Irish players did not react to the ball going in the net. And so Hawken with the ball now in Irish territory. Drew Nivens, and he is the one that has got to kind of keep your eye on, John. He has 19 goals on the season. Now we have a violation once again on Hawken, so the Irish are going to get the ball back. Now with the ball in Tony Miller has it, trying to get up towards midcourt, or midfield, excuse me. Tony Miller still with it. Ball's knocked away from Tony Miller, but it's going to be throw-in Irish. Tony Miller with a throw-in. Directly across from us is midfield. 23-42 left to play. Catholic Central now with the ball. Once again in Hawken territory, DJ Catro carrying it. DJ Catro close to the box. Not quite inside yet. Now turned around by Hawken. Out near midfield, Tony Miller knocks it back. Good play by Tony Miller. The Irish inside the box now. Hawken, there's some shot, but a save right there. Jeff Bass with a save, John. Did you see who got the shot off for the Irish? And the Irish right there was Tony Miller with the shot. Joe Talley with the ball back in Central territory now, but it's now knocked up. Well, now Hawken. Now we have a collision, and this time the call goes against the Irish, so it's going to be Hawken ball right over midfield into Irish territory. Brendan Shanahan ready for the kick. Once again, we're down to 22 minutes and 25 seconds left to play in the first half. The Irish on top, 1-0. If you joined us late, DJ Catro, off an assist from Marcus Murphy, scored with 32 minutes or 35 minutes and 20 seconds left to play in the first half. So the Irish got a goal rather quickly, and they've carried most of the action here, most of the offense, John, in this first half. Kicks it up ahead, and now nice play by the sweeper. Big Weimer to knock it away, but still going to be throw-in for the Irish. The Irish trying to get the ball. Now nice play, Marcus Murphy moving into 1-on-1 on the goalie. Marcus Murphy loses control, however, unfortunately. One of the Hawken players got their foot on, knock it away from him.
Yeah, because he carried the ball too far, he might have done well just to take a shot when the goalie was there. There, we almost had a Hawken player almost hit the goal in his own net. Good save by the goal.
Yeah, almost an own goal right there. Brendan Shanahan got his foot on the thing, and Jeff Bass kind of him by surprise a little bit, but he made the save. So almost an own goal early here in the match for the Irish. Once again, we've still got over half of the first half to play. We're at 21 minutes and 10 seconds. Now making a play from goal is the Irish goalie, Adam Maloney. Nice kick by Adam. Adam's got a good foot, John. He can really boot that thing.
Yeah, he's got a strong foot. He's driving down the field. Pretty good placement, too. He knows where his players are.
Right now, John, there's a lot of time left, but the Irish just playing so aggressive and playing so well right here. Danny Friedman throws it in. Trying to get away. Nice play there. Ball, Matt Sprinkle kicks it, goes off Hawken, so it's going to be throw-in for the Irish. Coming into the lineup for the Irish, Danny Trenner. Number 13 also entering the lineup is Chris Hall, number 15. So the Irish with a couple of substitutions. Give a couple of players a little rest. Now the Irish kicks it out of bounds.
Springfield substitutions. Number 13,
once again, Danny Trainer and Chris Hall in.
Replacing number 11, Tyler Stockstill. Also into the
Ready
game,
to throw
number
it
15,
down.
Chris
There's
Hall.
Youngster
Replacing number 3, Marcus Murphy.
for Hawken. Hawken from Gates Mill. Once again, they finished the regular season at 8-5-1. All 5 of their losses coming by just 1 goal. They're now 14-5-1. Now a little contact there. They're going to call this on the Irish. It's going to be a penalty, a kick, I should say. Not a penalty kick because you're not inside the box. Just a kick outside. Let's see who's going to take the kick. Like Danny Friedman will take it. The Irish setting up their defense. They're about 40 yards away, kicked it into the middle. Nice header there for Hawken, but coming away with it now the Irish. The Irish trying to move it back down the field. Nice play. The Irish close to midfield. Now the ball kicked down into Hawken territory once again. Taking it down, Matt Calabrese. Matt Calabrese trying to get the leverage and the angle, but right now Hawken knocks it away. Nice. I'll tell you what, Doug Weimer's doing a nice job back there. Sweeper right now, John, for Hawken.
Yeah, he's made a couple great saves for him on breakaways for the Irish and kept us from getting a couple more goals maybe.
Once again, making a play from goal is Jeff Bass, the Hawken goalie. Jeff Bass, only a sophomore. Now, both these sophomores are underclassmen. Of course, Adam Maloney, just a junior for the Irish. Now coming away, Drew Nevins with it. He's the one that scored 19 goals in the year for Hawken, but in the regular season he did. Now the Irish have it back down Hawken territory. Hawken with the ball, Eric Parker. Eric Parker kicks it ahead, but Joe Talley now with it at midfield kicks it back in the Hawken territory. Trying to get, and now making nice play. There's Chris Hall with it. Chris Hall, nice pass inside, one-on-one with the goalie. Shot put up by Nick Calabrese. Jeff Bass with a save in the middle. A rebound goal for the Irish. There comes with 18-17 left to play in the first half, and now the Irish up 2-0. And John, was that DJ Caker again? Let's see, I don't know. Once again, no, I don't think so. Matt Calabrese, I think. The Matt Calabrese with the goal, and that comes with, well, now and the clock continues to run, John. Now it's stopped again, but we'll wait to see what the official announcement is at the time. And that's the second time the clock has continued to run after the Irish goal. But now the Irish on top 2-0, and now one of the referees coming over here to the side. That is twice that has happened. The Irish have scored, and the clock continues to run. They may be saying that they're going to keep the clock down on the field now. But 2-0, the Irish with the early lead. Things looking good for the Irish right now, but still a lot of soccer to play. But I tell you what, you're talking about this Catholic Central Fighting Irish soccer team, John. 10, count them, 10 shutouts during the season.
That's 10, and that's tough. They play tough defense, and they're very aggressive on offense. That's why they're in the position to have the 20 wins they've had already.
They've had 4 shutouts in the tournament. Now for Hawken, Brendan Shanahan getting ready to throw it in. Ball knocked out of bounds. Once again, a Hawk kicker. Now the ball thrown into Irish territory, but a nice header right there by Brandon Spriggan. Puts it back in Hawken territory. Now breakaway again. Nice play again by Doug Weimer to knock it away, because breaking loose is Danny Trenner. But Weimer gets right there and knocks away. Now it's going to be a throw-in for the Irish down in the corner. Down in the right corner, it looks like a DJ Cater is going to have the throw-in for the Irish. DJ Cater down in the corner. We're under 20 minutes to play. In fact, we're under 17 now. We're at 16:50. With the ball for the Irish, Jacob Feltner. Jacob Feltner kicks it in front, and boy, that one goes off a Hawken player, and once again right there, Jeff Bass right there to grab it before it can go in the goal. So that's twice in the last few minutes where a ball's gone off a Hawken player, and Jeff Bass alert enough to keep it out of the goal. Now for the Irish, Tony Miller kicks it back the other way, and the Irish once again have it in Hawken territory. John, this Hawken, unbelievable. They just played this whole half in their territory practically. Now steal by Hawken. Tony Miller with a header. Trying to get it back in Hawken territory. It's right at midfield now. Looking for control. Looks like Hawken has it right now. Hawken with the ball in the Irish territory. They kick ahead. Brandon Spridgen with a nice play for the Irish. Knock it back the other way. Back in Hawken territory. 15:57 left to play here in the first half. DJ Cato with the ball. Kicks it down into the box. Right now, ball up in the air. Loose. Doug Weimer comes up with it. Kicks it back the other way, close to midfield. Now the ball crosses over midfield into Irish territory. Collision. Deflection, and they say the ball is going to belong to Hawken. A little pushing and shoving going on over there. Adam Kahn going to throw it in for Hawken. The Hawks from Gatesville, Ohio, Hawken High School. Throws in, throw over the head of his man, so the Irish now get it. Back towards midfield. Ball still in Irish territory. Now the kick back in Hawken territory. Now with the ball for the Irish, DJ Catro stops it just outside the box. Now inside the box, makes a move on his man, gets around him. Doug Weimer knocks it away. Doug Weimer once again has done an excellent job, and we have a violation on the cat DJ Catro grabbing the jersey that time, John. And so give it back to Hawken.
Yeah, he's kind of frustrated out there. The ball got taken away, and the man started to make a break on it. He just reached out, grabbed his shirt, violated.
All right, so Hawken getting ready. Now one of the referees coming over to talk to one of the Hawken players. I think he's telling him to tuck his jersey in, John. And that's exactly what he's doing, telling him to turn his jersey in, or tuck his jersey in. So we've got 14 minutes and 26 seconds left to play here in the first half. The Irish on top 2-0. Things, Irish eyes are smiling right now for Catholic Central. Now the kick, ball near midfield. Goes into Irish territory. The Irish right there to turn it around though. Irish up ahead, Joe Talley. Joe Talley kicks it down, but nobody there but Hawken. Hawken now going to turn it back, go the other way. Hawken with the ball in the Irish territory now. Right now, John, you got to think the Irish defense got to be thinking, but really it's been their offense. They've had so much pressure on Hawken. But the thing is now with 13 minutes left, you want to keep Hawken out of the net.
Sure do. You have to keep that defensive pressure on and keep the offensive pressure on, too.
Now the ball down inside the box in Central Territory, and the Irish kick it out of there. Nice play by the Irish. I think that might have been Tony Miller down there in the middle of that, but knocked that ball back the other way. I think it might have also been Jacob Felton. He's also down there. So, tell you what, the Irish defense, and they've been sterling all year. Ball kicked down, knocked off the head of a Hawken player, saved in. Kick towards the goal right there to make the play for the Hawks is Jeff Bass, the goalie. Nice kick by Jeff Bass. Good tally with a header, but it goes back a little deeper in Irish territory now, headed back the other way. Joe Talley going for it near midfield. He has it, controls it, brings it back into Hawken territory. Once again, Hawken comes in with a record of 14-5-1. They have had 8 shutouts on the year, 3 in the tournament. They got here by beating Salida on Tuesday night 4-0. And of course, the Irish winning by the same score on Tuesday night, 4-0, as they beat New Albany. Once again, this is the second trip for the Irish to the Final Four. They made it to the Final Four back in 1988. Once again, for Hawken, this is their 5th final in 6 years. Unbelievable. Jeff Bass with a play from goal, comes out from the goal, picks up the shot. Now kicks way back. Nice. Ooh, that was way back in Irish territory. That bounces out. Adam Maloney with a good job to come out knocking it back. Deflects it back towards the Hawken end of the field. Still in Irish territory, however. Joe Talley with it. The Irish control it in the back. Pick it up. Now it's over midfield. But it's going to go out of bounds, so it's going to be throw-in Hawken. Looks like Eric Parker's going to throw it in. We have some substitutions coming in. For Hawken, Ben Halberstadt comes into the lineup. For the Irish, Marcus Murphy enters the lineup. Also Ryan Walsh into the lineup for the Irish. So we have 11:26 left to play here in the first half. Also getting ready to check in for the Irish back in, Tyler Stockstill. Good job by the Irish, and Shane Latham putting some fresh legs in there, giving some of the guys a rest. Coming out of the lineup right now for the Irish are Brent Rohr and Matt Calabrese. He's going to be out for a short rest. Now Hawken with the ball back in Irish territory again. Now Hawken trying to apply low pressure. Hawken still with the ball. Right there is Drew Nivens, number 12, and once again, he is the man that's the man to watch out for in offense. He has scored 19 goals this year for Hawken. Now we have a collision just over midfield in Hawken territory. And what have they called here now? They've actually called it on the Irish. So they're going to have Hawken kick it back the other way.
There's an interference call they made there. It looked like it should go the other way, but man to man like that, it's kind of tough for the official to make the call.
Okay. Yeah, I'm surprised, John. You would think that would go the other way. The Irish, now Hawken with the ball back in Irish territory. Doug Weimer with it. Hawken down 2-0. We've got 10:15 left to play in this first half. Now over on the side, Marshall Plow for Hawken, but he's in the corner. Guarding him over there is Tony Miller. Now Tony Miller steals it. So good job by Tony Miller back up towards midfield. Ball's knocked away. Ball back down in Hawken territory. It's coming out as Jeff Bass for Hawken. Ball's kicked back down in Irish territory. 9:42 left to play in the first half. Irish with a 2-goal lead. Now here come the Irish. Short of midfield. Now over the midfield stripe with DJ Catro. DJ Catro now in Hawken territory. Has it taken away. Marcus Murphy knocks it back there to DJ Catro. DJ Catro kicks it up inside the box. Now a header, but the Irish still have control inside the box. Pass just outside the box, and now Hawken gets it. Passes the other way out towards midfield. Hawken with the ball now. Eugene Kozlenko now in Irish territory. Now the Irish get it back. 9 minutes, 3 seconds left to play here in the first half. Now we have a whistle.
Hawken substitution. Number 17, Adam Kahn into the game, replacing number 6, Brendan Shanahan.
Frankly, the whole game was played down in Hawken territory. Now DJ Catro, header! Oh, just high! Marcus Murphy, a great pass by DJ Catro. He had a header that was just too high, went right over the net.
Beautiful play, beautiful pass across by DJ Catro. Marcus Murphy popped it, just barely skimmed over the top of the net.
Okay, so the Catholic Central Fighting Irish still holding on to a 2-0 lead. Down to 6:40 left to play here in the first half. And once again, I'm sure Coach Shane Latham and his Irish will be very happy to go in the locker room with 2-goal lead now.
Sure they would. That'd be a good start for them, just to hold them off for the first half, to come out, be fresh, and start it all over again in half number 2.
Now kick, Jeff Bass knocks it away, punches it back out the other way for Hawken. Trying to chase it down for Hawken, but kicked away by the Irish. Tony Miller kicks it back towards the Hawken goal. Now Doug Weimer with it. Kick down towards midfield. Now the ball just into Irish territory, but right there, Brandon Spridgen. Try and knock it back the other way. Brandon Spridgen with control, but now we have a violation on the Irish. It's a pushing on the Irish. It's going to be a kick for Hawken. Ball's about 10 yards into Hawken territory, John. They will kick it back towards the Irish goal. Now they move it up a little closer, so it's about 6 or 7 yards from the midfield stripe. 5:32 left to play here in the first half. It's been all Irish in this first half. They lead 2-0, and they've been aggressive from the get-go. And once again, it's been a while since they've had a corner kick. But they've had either 8 or 9 corner kicks. Now, right there, putting in a goal for Hawken is number 12, the man that's been their scorer all year, Drew Nevins. Didn't see who got the assist there, but somehow that ball came loose in the box. And Drew Nevins with a shot from the left of the goal puts it by Adam Maloney. And now 2-1, so Hawken on the board. They stopped the clock with 5:05. John's got that down 5:11. That's probably about right.
That's right. They were real aggressive. They just took the momentum actually away from the Irish. Now the Irish have to get that right back going into the end of the half.
Once again, the Irish were hoping to have a 2-goal lead at Drew Nevins once again with the goal. And once again, he had 19 during the regular season, so he's the man you got to watch for Hawken. Hawken from Gatesville, Ohio. Now pass ahead. Once again, they're down in the box in Irish territory. So all of a sudden, Hawken has kind of turned the tables, and they have gotten very aggressive. Got the Irish maybe back on the heels just a little bit. Marcus Murphy now with the ball, fields it down Hawken territory. Doug Weimer right there, but I think we're going to have a violation after they called on the Irish. Now we have another Hawken player down. I think they're going to have to stop the clock again. Clock continues to run. Now they stop it at 4:16 left to play here in the first half. John, once again, that is the second Hawken player, but he's up rather quickly. And hopefully he's going to be all right. He's walking off under his own power. That's Danny Friedman, number 11. Danny, a senior. 5 seniors on the Irish team this year. Marcus Murphy, Daniel Bork, Ryan Walsh, Matt Sprinkle, and Joe Talley. John, I'm sure they've waited a long time for a chance to be state champions here in the state of Ohio.
Yeah, this has been a long run of 16 years of great play by them, and the Irish would love to take this trophy back to the Springfield area.
By the way, Shane Latham, 16 years with the Irish, 236 wins, 59 losses, 27 ties. Great job by Shane Latham. In fact, we can probably say that's probably now 237 wins after they won Tuesday night. Now, pass ahead. Now the Irish have it back down Hawken territory. Inside the box, pass inside, but it's kicked away. The Irish trying to hit it back down. There's Matt Caliber. He's trying to center it up. But now making the play and coming out, Eric Parker for Hawken. But they're still in their territory. He kicked it out of bounds. It's going to be throwing Irish. That was Kozlenko that really had that missed kick there. Marcus Murphy now kicks it. Up one of the Hawken players goes out of bounds, and it's going to be a corner kick. So this is either number 9 or number 10 for the Irish. 3:17 left to play here in the first half. The Irish holding on to a 2-1 lead. Coming over here to take the corner kick for the Irish. John, let's wait and see. It looks like it might be Tyler Stock still. Number 11 going to take the corner kick. Tyler puts his foot into it. Now it's knocked away by Hawken, back the other way, header. Hawken trying to get it back control, but now the Irish have it right back. Shot. Goes up one of the Irish players off to the right of the goal, and making the play is Jeff Bass. Jeff Bass has a hold of it for the Hawks at Hawken High School. Kick. Back down to the Irish kick. And both these goalies have great speed timing when it comes to punting that football back. They do a great job. Now it's headed back towards Hawken territory. In fact, it is now in Hawken territory again. Making a nice play there for the Irish. Jacob Feltner kicks it up ahead, but now Hawken has it. Hawken controlling it. Coming up on the 2-minute mark here of the first half. We're at 2:08. And the Irish still have the lead. That's the important thing, but Hawken has indeed stolen a little bit of that momentum away with that goal they got 2 minutes ago. They cut the lead in half at 2-1. And now the Irish trying to get the ball back out of their own territory. It's back in their territory. Ball kicked up towards midfield, back in the Hawken territory. Down a minute 44 to play in the first half. We're down to minute 25 to play in the first half. Tyler Scott still trying to get control of the ball. Marcus Murphy now with it for the Irish. Marcus Murphy kicked it. Inside the box. Oh, tried for a kick. He got away. Now a shot. Right on goal, but Jeff Bass right there to make the save. I think it was DJ Catro, John.
1 minute and a half. 1 minute.
Oh, excuse me. That was Ryan Wall on the shot. Once again, we have a little collision out here, and they call on the Irish to give it back to Hawken. We're under 50 seconds to play now here in the first half. Getting ready to check back in Danny Friedman for Hawken, so he is okay. Once again, the Irish on top, 2-1. Getting ready to take the kick for Hawken. Now back in Irish territory. Doug Weimer with it. Hawken's going to try and press and get that tying goal before half. They're down 2-1. We're down 25 seconds. Doug Weimer moving closer. Doug Weimer now stolen away. Good play by the Irish. Out towards midfield. Now the Irish going the other way. That was Marcus. Excuse me, one mile. Let's see if we can see who that was on the field there right before half. Kick towards Marcus Murphy. Now Hawken knocks it away. We're down to 3 seconds.
Springfield Catholic Central 2 and Hawken Central 1.
Really didn't realize that, but some sun was in Adam Loney's eyes in that first half, and now sun will be in Jeff Bass's eyes this half. In fact, he already has the ball cap on down there, John. Now the Irish with the ball back into Hawken territory. Ball being played pretty much at midfields right now. The action. Ball kicked down. Ball knocked away by Tony Miller. Nice play by Tony Miller to get his foot on the ball, but it's going to be Hawken throw in. Throwing in is Adam Kahn for Hawken. Knocked out of bounds by the Irish. Adam Kahn once again with a throw in. 39-15 left to play in this Division III state final soccer match. Winner today goes home, the state champ. The loser goes home with a runner-up trophy. And really, John, whoever loses today, you can't be sad when you're runner-up, but everybody wants to go home with a gold.
That's right. As Coach Legend said yesterday, you don't want to go over here and not win this ballgame. That's the reason you're here. But you can't be ashamed of it because you're the only two left out of quite a few schools in Division III.
Anna Maloney had a goal kick for the Irish. Now the ball down to Hawken territory. Now pass inside the box, but they're making the play is Jeff Bass for Hawken. Going back the other way now. Now the ball back in Irish territory. Coming out of goal, Adam Maloney to make the play from goal on a kick. He has it, controlling it now. Picks it up. Getting ready to boot it out there, and once again, Adam Maloney does a great job booting that ball. That was a high one. It's one in football you call it a fair catch, John. Now a header, but it goes back the other way. Hawken headed it, but it went back towards their own goal. Now the Irish going to try and keep it down in the Hawken end for a while. Hawken still has it. Ball near midfield. Hawken kicks back into Irish territory. Doug Weimer with it. Doug Weimer up ahead, making the play there for the Irish. Matt Sprinkle. He kicked it back the other way. Hawken trying to get it back in. Drew Nevins with it. You want to keep that ball away from him. Tony Miller controls it for the Irish. Nice play by Tony Miller. Up ahead. Now the Irish, Matt Calabrese in the middle. Back the other way for the Irish. Ball's knocked away by Nur Youngster. Now Hawken back with it. Right now, John's just going a little bit back and forth. Nobody really putting the pressure on like we saw early in the first half with the Irish. Adam Maloney with a play from goal, and he'll be ready to boot it out again.
Those defenses seem to be dropping 5 people back to defend now, and each play going towards the goal, and that kind of slows the offense on both sides down, and the keepers are just playing pass back and forth.
Once again, coming in to today's match, the Irish had outscored opponents in the tournament 26-3. Meanwhile, Hawken has outscored opponents 18-3. Each team, Hawken has given up 2 goals today. The Irish have 1. And you can see, John, as that ball is kicked back up, Brendan Shanahan had his hand up, so the sun really is giving him a little problem back there. But now Jeff Bass with the boot, and back down in Irish territory now. Eugene Kozlenko trying to get the ball away from the Irish, but the Irish controlling it. Back in their territory, but now they kick it back over midfield, back into Hawken territory. Tyler Stock still over there, but now it goes back the other way. Hawken with it. Hawken back in Irish territory. Tony Miller with a good header. Back towards midfield, right at midfield. Now Doug Weimer heads away from Tyler Stock still, but now kick towards midfield. Nice play by the Irish down Hawken territory. Nice, well, almost a nice pass. Good try. Tried to hit DJ Catro, but the ball was knocked away. Now here comes Hawken. Hawken has a 4-on-3, but now it's down to 4-on-4 as the Irish get back quickly. Looking for Drew Nevins over there. Drew Nevins with a kick! Drew Nevins has just tied, or excuse me, not Drew Nevins, but Eugene Kozlenko has just tied it off an assist from Marshall Plow. That comes with 35:42 left to play in the match. And all of a sudden, Hawken has come off the mat, and they have scored 2 goals now to tie it. 2-2. But a nice pass by Marshall Plow to Eugene Kozlenko, and Kozlenko with the goal to tie the ball game. Once again, Marshall Plow with the assist for Hawken. And it's now 2-2, so it's all new again, John. So the Irish jumped off that 2-0 lead, but now it's 2-2. And once again, you got to wonder, John, could it be a little bit, the Irish were so aggressive to begin with, could it be a little bit of this experience catching up because they have been here 5 of the last 6 years, although obviously all these kids weren't here. But, for example, the seniors here would have been here 3 of the last 4 years, John.
Yeah, I think Hawkins has that experience that they didn't get down on themselves. They put the aggressiveness back on in the last 10 minutes of the first half, came right out and put it right back on. And the Irish seemed a little timid. Weren't as aggressive after the ball.
Okay, but now back to the action, and we have another corner kick coming up for the Irish. DJ Catro going to take the corner kick. So all of a sudden we're tied, 35-42 to play. DJ Catro kicks it out in front of the net, but goes over to have the goalkeeper out of bounds, so it's going to be a goal kick for Hawken. So it's 2-2, Hawken, the Hawks and the Irish of Catholic Central. Once again, the Division III State Championship soccer match right here from Peru Stadium. So goal kick coming up for Hawken. Clock continues to run. We're down to 35 minutes. So, John, a goal in the last 5 minutes of the first half and a goal in the first 5 minutes of the second half has tied it now. Hawken with the ball. Hawken has it knocked out of bounds. And it's going to be Irish throw-in. Goes off Hawken. Throwing it in for the Irish is going to be Marcus Murphy. Marcus Murphy surveys the field. Throws it in now. DJ Catro off him. Now kicked out towards midfield, but goes out of bounds. It's going to be, they say it's going to be Hawken throwing. So throwing it in for Hawken will be Jamie Blecker. He throws it in. Right there for the Irish to head it Tony Miller, but now the ball's still back in Irish territory. Now kick back down, ball into Hawken territory, ball goes out of bounds, and once again, throw in Irish, DJ Catro. Now there's a lot of contact. Marcus Murphy goes down, no call there, John. Going to be throwing Irish once again, DJ Catro with the ball over his head. DJ Catro with it, throws it in, pass back to him. Brent Rohr with it. Brent Rohr shoved from behind just a little bit. Brent Rohr controls it again, back to DJ Catro. DJ Catro now has it knocked away from him, and now we have a violation on DJ Catro. They call him for a trip, and now we stop the clock. The official a little upset with DJ Catro, and he's going to get a yellow card, which means he's going to have to leave the match. He will have to leave the match until the first dead ball that he can come back in.
Oh, yeah, unfortunately, you get calls called against you. They aren't always right. Everything is in your mind, but you have to keep your mouth shut. DJ Catro said something. The official heard it. He gets the yellow card. Now he has to go out for at least one play of the ball, and you take your best player off the field. It doesn't help you at all.
Ryan Walsh in the lineup replacing DJ Catro. Once again, DJ will be able to come back in the next dead ball. That will have a throw in for either the Irish. Well, the only way he can substitute if it's a Hawken throw, if a Hawken substitutes somebody. So when the Irish have a throw in, he'll definitely be able to come back in. Joe Talley now kicked down towards the box. And now a kick from about 40 yards away, but unfortunately off to the right. Goes out of bounds, so it's going to be a goal kick coming up. And that shot on goal by Jacob Beltman. Number 18, Eric Parker, getting ready to take the goal kick for Hawken. Yeah, Jacob Beltner got his foot into that one, but unfortunately off to the right. Kick back towards midfield now. Header into Irish territory. Now it's heading down towards the box, turned around by the Irish, back the other way. Now the ball just like that, back in Hawken territory, John. Now the Irish trying to get control here. The Irish have it. Pass up ahead, but there's Weimer. Done a nice job today as sweeper, Doug Weimer for Hawken. Now kicked down toward the box, header into the box, now kicked away. This one could go out of bounds. Tyler Stockstill, I think it looks like it over there, is going to let it go out of bounds. And John, who do we have with the throw-in over there, if you can tell, for the Irish? Going to get John's going to get his Ryan Walsh with the throw-in. John's got his binoculars on. That's a long way, I tell you. Now a header, but a nice play by Jeff Bass in front of the goal. Kick back the other way, down in Irish territory. Nice play right there by Tony Miller to send it back to Hawkins' way, but now Hawken trying to get it back. Tony Miller there again. Tony Miller's done a nice job defensively, John, today for the Irish. Marcus Murphy now with control of the ball right outside the box. Tries to pass it inside the box, knocked away from Ryan Walsh. Hawken back with it, trying to get control of it. Joe Talley comes up. Nice play by Joe Talley, but unfortunately his kick goes out of bounds. It's going to be throw in Hawken, but Tony Miller's done a nice job defensively.
He sure has. He's kept the aggressiveness up on the defensive side of the ball. Kept the Hawkins from coming down in this end of the field too much this time.
So now Tony Miller, as we talked about him, he has another header back in Hawken territory, but now the ball is knocked back into Irish territory. Nice kick right there to get it back into, by Matt Sprinkle, back into Hawken territory. Matt Sprinkle doing a nice job also defensively today. Now, once again, goes out of bounds, but it's going to be Hawken throw-in. So Eric Parker with a throw-in. So the momentum has definitely swung, but the Irish trying to get it back their way. Marcus Murphy off his head, back in Hawken territory. Eric Parker with a kick. Now back towards midfield. The Irish trying to regain it, but Hawken with it. Hawken up ahead, down into Irish territory. Matt Sprinkle kicks it out of bounds, going to be throw-in Hawken. Throwing it in, Adam Kahn. Adam Kahn to Drew Nivens. Drew Nivens with a kick. Header by the Irish, get it back out. But there's Doug Weimer. Doug Weimer shot on goal right there. Adam Maloney with a save. That was dead on to the goal, but John right to Adam Maloney.
Fired a hot one down there, right down the middle. Adam Maloney standing there, stood his ground, picked that one off.
Now the Irish with the ball at midfield, right on the midfield stripe, trying to get it down to Hawken territory. Now pass down, gets away from Marcus Murphy. But Marcus Murphy gets away from the Hawken player. Marcus Murphy trying to get it back. Joe Talley now trying to save it. He kicks it back to Marcus Murphy. Marcus Murphy to the left of the box by about 20 yards. Marcus Murphy down Hawken territory. Looking, centers it into the box, now kicked away. Brent Rohr couldn't get it, too far away from him. Drew Nevins with it. Drew Nevins at about midfield. Now he passes it back to Eugene Kozlenko. Kozlenko with the tying score here. 35-42 to play in the second half. We're all tied 2-2. The Irish and Hawken. Throwing in Tyler Stockstill for the Irish. The Irish with the ball down at Hawken territory, trying to center it up now. They're into the box. Just a little behind Marcus Murphy, however, trying to get it. Marcus Murphy hits the turf. He's down. He's injured a little bit, I think. Let's see if he's going to get up okay. He's going to be all right. I think Marcus Murphy thought he was tripped. They give the ball back to Hawken. But now the Irish get it back. They're on the play, Tony Miller. Tony Miller up ahead, but now Hawken steals it. Danny Friedman. But he kicks it out of bounds. It's going to be Irish throw-in. Coming back in the lineup for the Irish, DJ Catro now. It's the Irish throw-in. Also Brent Halberstadt coming back in for Hawken. So we've got 28:50 left to play in the match, and we're all tied up at 2-2. You know, Kagan Cork at 1115 Mitchell Boulevard in Springfield wants to wish the best of luck to Catholic Central Fighting Irish. They also want to remind you for the best pizza and subs in town, in addition to plenty of snacks and beverages, the place to go is Kagan Cork. Keep that in mind for your next party or get-together. Now we have a violation this time. It's going against Hawken, so the Irish going to kick it back. Comes about down in Irish territory, about halfway towards the box, from midfield to the box, and now kick the other way. Now the ball down deep in Hawken territory. DJ Catro with it. DJ Catro. That was Jacob Feltner with a kick, by the way, down the other way. Joe Talley tries to keep it in. Joe Talley, nice kick over his head, get it back in the box. It's still in the box, but now Hawken kicks it back the other way. Hawken controls it now near midfield. Tony Miller, there he is. Another nice steal by Tony Miller. Ball out towards midfield, however, now Hawken trying to get it. Nice play right there from behind Jacob Feltner, Matt Sprinkle with the play to knock it back. Matt Sprinkle doing a good job on defense today for the Irish. Danny Freeman going to throw it in for Hawken, just shy of the midfield strike. Joe Talley with a push from behind. Slipped right, didn't mean to do that, John, but a violation, so Hawken's going to have a kick here. Comes with 27 minutes and 19 seconds left to play in the second half, and we've got a good one going, John, 2-2.
That's right, it says these two teams should be just a tie. They're both the best teams in the state of Ohio right now in Division III, and we're going to see who can last out this next 27 minutes.
Once again, now a kick down the other way and down deep in Irish territory, trying to get it out there, and it's kicked out of bounds by Hawkins, so it's going to be throw-in Irish. Dave Kell Chevrolet in downtown Mechanicsburg is the place to go for a fantastic selection of new and used cars and trucks. You know, whether you're looking for program cars or some of those hard-to-find trucks, you'll be impressed. Dave Kell Chevrolet, they wish Catholic Central congratulations on a great season. Adam Maloney now with the ball. Back in the box, getting ready to boot it away, and he does. Great boot, John, way back in the Hawken territory, but a good header right there by number 7, Nur Youngster. But the Irish still control it. They have the ball down. Brent Rohr has it taken away, trying to get it back. Doug Weimer with the play for Hawken, but now Brent Rohr regains it. Just it back to the Irish. The Irish kick it ahead. Ball still at midfield. Brent Rohr trying to get it. Ball there taken over by Jacob Feltner. Now he kicks it ahead. Marcus Murphy with it. Marcus Murphy, nice play. Still Marcus Murphy with it, carrying it. Kicks it off the side. Tyler Stockstill, but it goes out of bounds. It's going to be throw-in for Brandon Shanahan and Hawken. Comes to 25 minutes and 44 seconds left to play. Once again, Hawken scored their first goal of the game with less than 5 minutes to play in the first half, and scored their second goal of the game with less than 5 minutes gone in the second half. So it is 2-2. The Irish scored the first 2 goals of the game, and the Hawks have scored the last 2 goals of the game. So 2-2. Hawken from Gates Mills, Ohio, Hawken High School. Once again, this is their 5th state final, 5th now in the last 6 years. Pat Sweeney, can you imagine taking the job over last year, winning the state title for the first time in Hawken history, and this year he's got him right back there again in the state final. Kick up ahead. Nice play right there by Matt Sprinkle to knock it back for the Irish. DJ Catro now with the ball right outside the box. DJ Catro trying to make a shot, and he does. And he kicks it right over the goal. Nice shot, left-footed, John. He did a nice job to maneuver and get free, but his kick, unfortunately, just a little high.
Yeah, DJ Catro maneuvered to the front of the box, made the turn, put the left footer up, just as he said, just skimmed over the top of the net.
And remember, if the game should end in a tie, they will play 2 10-minute overtime periods. And now it's Jeff Bass. He's taking that hat off back there. So maybe the sun doesn't bother him anymore, John. Might have gone down far enough, but he takes the hat off. Back the other way for Hawken. Trying to get the advantage right there for Hawken. Now getting it away, but trying to get into it. Now great play right there for the Irish, John, to knock it away. Because I tell you what, bearing down was Marshall Plow. But a great job right there for Brandon Spridgen to get that ball away. Now throw-in coming for Eric Parker. Eric Parker throws it in. Trying to get it to Drew Nivens. It's knocked away back towards midfield. Just shy of the Hawken, or the midfield stripe. Now down in Hawken territory. Brent Rohr going after, but DJ Catro gets it. Chips to the head to Brent Rohr. Brent Rohr tries to get it, but somebody got his foot on from Hawken. Now we have a violation on Marcus Murphy. Bumped his man from behind, knocked him down. He was just getting ready to make a kick, but unfortunately, he gets the advantage with a bump, John, so give it back to Hawken. There comes a 23-22 left to play in the match in regulation, 2-2. It's the Irish and the Hawks. Hawken High School from Gates Mill, Ohio, and of course, Springfield Catholic Central Fighting Irish. This is a Division III state championship game, and it's 2-2, and we've got 23 minutes left to play in the match. Once again, if you joined us late, DJ Catro got on the board just 4 minutes and 40 seconds into the match, off an assist from Marcus Murphy. They came a 35-20 left to play in the first half, 1-0 Irish. Matt Calabrese then scored with 17:57 left to go in the first half, and it was 2-0 the Irish. But then Drew Nivens scored, and by the way, I apologize. I thought it was less than 5 minutes, but he scored actually with 5 minutes and 11 seconds left to play in the first half, and it was suddenly 2-1. Hawkins had cut the lead in half, and then of course here early in the second half, Eugene Kozlenko off a assist from Marshall Plow. That came with 35-42 left to play in the second half, and it's 2-2, and that's where we stand right now, all knotted up at 2-2. Marshall Plow loses control of the ball, but now they say it is throw-in Hawken. Goes out of bounds. They see went off the Irish line. Coming down to 22 minutes to play in the first half. Once again, a beautiful facility here. This is the first, and actually I guess they called a violation, John, not a throw-in. Hawkins getting ready to kick it. Drew Nivens will have the kick here. Traffic for his team, telling him where to go. Kicks it from about 35 yards out. Nice play by the Irish to head it back the other way. The Irish get control of it now. Quicks up ahead to DJ Catro. DJ Catro has his man beat, trying to get down past the sweeper, but now knocked away. DJ Catro, but Joe Talley gets it back, kicks it towards the goal, and Marcus Murphy almost had a shot to get his head on it, but making a nice play is Jeff Bass to grab it away. Now back the other way, Matt Sprinkle trying to get it away, and the Irish do get away, not Matt Sprinkle, but this is Jacob Feltner with a good play on defense back the other way. Matt Sprinkle, Jacob Feltner, and I tell you, they've all done a good job. Brandon Spridgen and Tony Miller have been tremendous for the Irish, and now the Irish with a chance for a shot, but they can't get it off. And now Matt Calabrese trying to maneuver in to get a shot off. He's still with it, still trying to get off. Back to DJ Catro. DJ Catro still trying to make a move, trying to get straight. He gets it in. Now back to DJ Catro. He's wide open. Oh, the shot is deflected off the goalie. What a great chance for the Irish. DJ Catro was going in on the goalie. He took the shot, but Jeff Bass deflects it out of bounds. It's going to be corner kick. Irish, and John, you're not going to get much closer than that, than scoring, than that play. Great play by Jeff Bass. You got to take your hat off to him.
Great save by Jeff Bass. DJ Catro walked right in there, and they let him go through. Unfortunately, put it off the goalie's leg.
Tyler Stockstill with the corner kick. Now back to the Irish. Irish still deep in Hawken territory. Now Joe Talley with it. He kicks it back. Ball still. Brent Rohr now controls it. Brent Rohr tries to send it inside the box, but now Hawken kicks it back towards midfield. But coming up from midfield, Brandon Spriggan. He sends it back the Irish way. And now we have, it looks like a shove from behind, but no call there. One of the Hawken players is still down, John. They haven't called anything yet. They're letting action continue, and he is down holding his knee. And now they're saying it's out of bounds. It's a throw-in for, is it throw-in or corner kick? Maybe another corner kick, but now they finally stopped the clock, and one of the players was down quite a bit there. But that's right. It's just like in basketball. Central had control of the ball, so they weren't going to stop the clock until something did stop the clock, and that time the ball going out of bounds. And it is a corner kick. And as John pointed out, just like in basketball, if you get hurt, but if the other team has the ball when you get hurt and they're making progress towards the goal, they're not going to call a timeout. So we're going to take a timeout as one of the, we'll try and find out who this is. One of the Hawken players is down right now. We'll take a break. 19:41 left to play in your Division III state championship soccer match right here on 1600 WBLY. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Cars and Parts Magazine's giant winter swap meet this Saturday and Sunday at the Clark County Fairgrounds in Springfield. See huge heated indoor buildings filled with parts and accessories for your favorite classic or hot rod or motorcycle. Find great gift ideas for the gearhead in your family, including racing collectibles. You can sell or buy a car, truck, or motorcycle too in our big outdoor corral. Come on out. You've got to be there. Call 937-376-0111 for details. Sponsored by Mid-Ohio Harley-Davidson.
You got to see it. You got to be there.
Welcome back here to Crew Stadium. The Irish with a corner kick, but Hawkins gets it out of the middle, and they have it back, but now the Irish get it right back. And by the way, that was Eugene Kozlenko that got hurt for Hawken, but once again, he came off under his own power, so things seem to be okay there, John. Now Brandon Spriggan getting ready to throw it in for the Irish. We're down to under 20 minutes to play, 19 minutes, 20 seconds to play here in the match. Kicked up ahead. John, let's just hope this doesn't have to go to shootout. You'd hate to see a state title, that would come down to a shootout. Now kick deep into Irish territory. Adam Maloney waiting for the ball. Now it does cross into the box, so he's able to pick it up. Getting ready to boot it back. John Durr, Dave Williams coming your way from Columbus Crew Stadium. What a tremendous venue this is. And one of the only, maybe the only, now a ball headed back, Jeff Bass said, but John, I think it is when you think about it. It is the only soccer-only venue in the country, although they have played some football here, but this is built purely for soccer.
That's right. It is the only one in the MSL that they have. It's a strictly soccer stadium, and they're going to get a lot of other things. We've heard the NCAA semifinals and finals are going to be here this year.
Okay, we have a violation on the Irish in their territory, so it's going to be a kick for Hawken. Drew Nivens is going to take the kick with 18-13 left to play. And Drew Nivens about, John, I'd say 45 yards away from the goal. Purchases the ball, kicks it. Going inside the net. And Maloney, nice play to bat it away. Hawken was trying to get somebody there to get their head on it, but they couldn't. DJ Catro trying to get control of the ball, goes out of bounds, and now they say DJ Catro throws it in, but they say it's a throw in Hawken. They're going to give it back to Hawken. That doesn't make the Irish faithful happy. I thought it was going to be Adam Kahn, but now it's not going to be Adam Kahn with a throw in. It looks like throwing it in will be Eric Parker for Hawken. Clock continues to run. We're down to 17.5 minutes left to play in the match. Once again, we are all knotted up 2-2 here from Columbus Crew Stadium. The Irish and Hawken from Gates Mill, Ohio. Now the Irish control the ball at midfield. Kick it down to Marcus Murphy. Marcus Murphy trying to make a move to the box. Ball is knocked away from him. Nice play by Nur Youngster. Now they're both fighting for it on the sideline. Murphy gets it back. Murphy has it knocked away from him. Marcus Murphy working hard down there. Now we have a violation. Let's see what this one's on. Of course, it's on the Irish. So Hawken's going to have it back. Dennis Jersey Dairy says, go Catholic Central Fighting Irish, and congratulations on the super season. Enjoy the game and visit Young's this Saturday for Utter, and we mean Utter Chaos 2001, in which 32 painted fiberglass cows were auctioned off for charity. Registration starts at 9 a.m., the auction at 10. See you this weekend at Young's Jersey Dairy, and John, we're going to be there, right?
That's right. Sports team will emulate right there from Young's Jersey Dairy for the auction Saturday morning.
All right, so Marcus Murphy's going to lead for a short rest for the Irish. Also leaving for the Irish, Danny Trenner. John, I think the Irish still trying to, now things kind of settled down and nobody really has the upper hand right now, although the Irish once again have been down in Hawken territory. Maybe not quite as intense at the beginning of the game, but they've been down there trying to put the pressure on. In the beginning of the game, you just had that feel, John, that they had so much pressure on, you knew the dam was going to break at any time. Right now, they still getting the ball. And by the way, we have a goal kick. Ball goes out of bounds, goal kick coming up for Hawken. The Irish still controlling the action right now, but maybe not quite as intense as in the first 10 minutes of the game.
Offensively, their intensity isn't like it was at the beginning of the game, and Hawken's defense is really tightened up since the second half started.
And good news for Gates Mills Hawken fans that Eugene Kozlenko getting ready to come back into the action. Of course, they helped him off a few minutes ago. Now we have a violation. This time it's on Hawken. So it'll be the Irish will be the ones kicking the ball. Jacob Feltner moves the ball over. Let's see if Jacobs wants to take the kick. Free kick, he does. Moves into it. Jacob Feltner kicks it over, trying to, but DJ Catro can't save it before it goes out of bounds. So we're going to have a goal kick for Hawken, re-entering the lineup, Eugene Kozlenko. It looks like Eric Barker's going to take the goal kick for Hawken. We're down under 15 minutes to play, 14-43. Once again, the Irish scored the first two goals of the match, but Hawken has come back with the last two goals of the match, and we're tied 2-2 here in the second half. Joe Talley, of course, playing with that, just broke his arm the other day, and he's playing with some heavy pads, but he's out there doing a great job. Now shot on goal just off to the side. Chris Hall with a good shot, but unfortunately just off to the left of the goal, John, and so it's going to be a goal kick for Hawken. And let's see if Barry Parker goes back to do it, or I think they're going to have Jeff Bass do it this time. But a good try there by Chris Hall, just a little wide.
Chris Hall took the ball straight across the middle, got right in the middle, popped it hard, but just went wide of the net.
So Shane Latham and his young men trying to come back and regain the lead. Joe Talley with the ball now down in Hawken territory, moving towards the box. Joe Talley with a kick ahead, but it's just a little too far, and it goes out of bounds. Unfortunately, out of the reach of the Irish on that one. So once again, going to be a goal kick for Hawken. Right idea, ball just got out a little too quick and went out of bounds. The game being brought to you in part by the Springfield Park County Joint Vocational School. They would like to congratulate the Catholic Central Fighting Irish on a terrific season. They'd also like to remind you that Joint Vocational School offers plenty of career-focused programs that can make you a success after graduation. You know, make your dreams happen. Say yes to JVS. Don't forget high school football tonight. We have Tecumseh taking on Columbus Beechcroft at London. Scott Leo has all the play-by-play. Zan Smith with the color. Don't forget that one tonight. High school tonight will start off pregame at 6:30, then go to Zan and Scott at 7 o'clock. That should be a good one tonight right here on 1600 WBLY. And then don't forget, John and I will be at Young's Jersey Dairy tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock for our sports team show. And then, of course, tomorrow we have Ohio State football. That one kicks off at 12:10. And then tomorrow night, Southeastern. And now a kick, shot inside. Chris Hall got it on his foot, but once again, over the net. And tomorrow night, Southeastern will be taking on Covington, and we'll have that one. So a lot of action coming up right here on 1600 WBLY. Pass by the Irish inside the box, and Chris Hall got his foot on it, John, but unfortunately just high over the net.
They did. He was wide open, good pass into the middle, and couldn't quite get his foot down on top, and then popped it right over the top.
Eugene Parker now with the goal kick. The ball back in Irish territory. Matt Sprinkle kicks it back, however, into Hawken territory. So the Irish with ball. Brent Rohr kicks to the head to DJ Catro. DJ Catro now backs off a little bit. Now still carrying the ball. DJ Catro passes into Joe Talley. Joe Talley going to try and stop it. Can't get it. It goes out of bounds, unfortunately, before he can get his foot on the ball. So it's going to be out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick once again. It's going to be Eric Parker with the goal kick for Hawken. We're down to 11:40 left to play in this game. And tonight, by the way, John, right here at 7 o'clock, they have the Division I finals right here at Crew Stadium. And once again, a great, great venue for soccer right here. Now we have a tie-up at midfield, and they call a foul on Jacob Feltner, the Irish. So Hawken right away kicks it. Now up ahead. And now the ball's stolen away. Nice play right there, and by who else? Tony Miller, who's done such a great job defensively for the Irish. DJ Cater ahead to Brent Rohr. Brent Rohr takes the shot, Brent Rohr, but it's off to the right, unfortunately. About 15 yards to the right of the goal, goes out of bounds, so it's going to be a goal kick for the Irish. Or excuse me, for the Hawks of Hockenheim. 2-2 still. 10:49 left to play, so it's getting close to getting under the 10-minute mark. And John, the next goal is absolutely going to be a huge one.
Yeah, whoever gets this next one is going to be sitting in the driver's seat because the defenses have played so tough in the second half that if you can pop one in, you're at good advantage.
Once again, though, the Irish seem to be taking the aggression here, and they've been the one really putting on most of the pressure. Although right now Hawkins does have the ball down in Irish territory. Again, the ball is knocked out of bounds, and it's going to be a Hawkins throw-in. But really, it's been the Irish for the last 10 minutes or so that have really put the pressure on. Unfortunately, haven't been able to get it in the goal yet. Now throw down in. Brandon Spurgeon with a header back the other way, but still down Irish territory. Irish trying to get it back towards midfield. Ball still live down in Irish territory. Back to Hawken. Hawken kicks it down inside the box. It's headed away. Coming up, Drew Nevins. Drew Nevins with a shot off to the right. High and off to the right. Drew Nevins is the man they've got to watch, John. Once again, 19 goals in the regular season. Goal kick for the Irish coming up.
That's right. He's got a hot foot, and he can drill it in home anytime. He went that one wide that time, but going to have to keep the man on there.
Okay, so the goal kick by Adam Maloney. Ball out towards midfield. Now ball down in Hawken territory. Kick ahead. Chris Hall with it. Goes off the foot. Chris Hall's going to have the throw-in for the Irish, or is it going to be Chris Hall? Now we have a whistle. We have a Irish substitution coming in. Tyler Stockstill back in the lineup. Tyler Stockstill coming in. I think they actually had the wrong. He's replacing Daniel Burke. They thought Daniel Burke was coming in, but Tyler Stockstill into the lineup replacing Daniel Burke. Chris Hall with the throw in. Brent Rohr with it. Brent Rohr had to kick away from him. Still gets control of it. Kicks it back down inside the box. Trying to knock it away. Howard Irish still have it in the box. And now a collision. Jeff Bass and Joe Talley collide. Really can't blame Joe Talley. He was going for the ball, and Jeff Bass. It got away from Jeff Bass, and then a collision. They have called a violation, so they're going to give it to Hawken. But clearly, when he ran into the goalkeeper did not have his hands on the ball. He'd let that one get away from him. But now the ball out towards the midfield again after the kick. Brent Rohr back for the Irish. Back at it. Here come the Irish. Chris Hall trying to get it. Chris Hall kicks it ahead. Nice save by Jeff Bass. Chris Hall was trying to make a pass towards the middle. Tyler Stockstill trying to get it towards the middle of the field. Now nice kick the other way, but there with a header, Tony Miller, but now Hawken gets it back. Tony Miller with it on his foot now again. Tony Miller doing some dribbling up the field. Tony Miller up ahead. Now the Irish have it down in Hawken territory again. The Irish make a move. DJ Cater with it. DJ Cater being marked by number 11, Danny Friedman. DJ Cater with a shot. Jeff Bass right there to knock it away, but Brent Rohr with it now. Brent Rohr with a pass into the box and a header by Chris Hall, but it goes down of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick. Nice shot by DJ Cater, but once again, right at Jeff Bass, John.
Hit it right at Bass, but unfortunately there was nobody there to get the rebound. There was 4 players up front, nobody there to pop it from back in.
Son, I'm a little curious. That's quite a few times I've seen Jeff Bass just bat it out today. You would think when they could catch it, do they teach them to do it that way in case maybe the ball wouldn't go through their hands and go into the net?
Well, they're charging you like that. You don't want them to be coming in very aggressively and they come off of your...
Marshall Plow with the ball down near the Irish down near the Irish box, and Tony Miller with a great diving stop and a steal. Now the Irish back the other way. Back in the box, in fact, but Jeff Bass comes out and makes a nice play. DJ Catro runs into him, but really nothing dirty there. That was just accidental. John, you can see Jeff Bass, and he's milking it for all he can. And now the official talking to DJ Catro. Nothing dirty about that, John. That was just one of those things. Now, but a violation called on the Irish. Hawken with the ball, down 6:12 left to play here in the match. We're all tied up 2-2. Once again, Hawken weighing the ticket. They do. Trying to get it back into Irish territory. The wind gets it, plays with it a little bit. Still in Hawken territory. DJ Catro ahead to Joe Talley. Joe Talley ahead to Brent Rohr. Brent Rohr stops it in the box. Brent Rohr trying to get himself set up for a shot. Nice pass, Brent Rohr. Right side, but they can't get their foot on it. My goodness, Joe Talley was right there, but he couldn't get his foot on it, and Jeff Bass grabbed it away. John, that was right in front of the goal, about 7 yards in front of the goal, but nobody could get their foot on it.
That's because you don't try to be too fancy, and you're looking for a way to just make a spectacular goal. So just putting, like you say, putting your foot on it, put it in the net.
Yeah, because it really looked like Jeff Bass was at a disadvantage here. The ball was right in front of Joe Talley. He just couldn't get his foot on it to try and knock it in. And so Jeff Bass ended up just picking it up. Now pass, Chris Hall up ahead. A nice play. Oh, man, one of the Irish just got kicked right in the face. That was Tyler Stockstill. And once again, the goalie sliding to try and make the play. And he accidentally got Stockstill right in the face with his cleats, it looked like, John. Tyler, boy, I tell you what, he is hurt. They're going to take a break. We're going to have a timeout. They stop the clock, and they're going to go out and take a look at Tyler Stockstill. Once again, he just made a goalie tried to make a sliding play to save it. He tried to make a sliding play, and unfortunately, the goalie got it right in the, looked like right in the face with his cleats. So we're going to take an injury timeout for 60 seconds. You're listening to high school soccer state finals, 2-2 Catholic Central and Hawken right here on your sports leader, 1600 WBLY.
Dayton Containerized Freight in Troy reminds parents, teach your children the dangers of strangers and help prevent child abduction. Make sure your child knows his or her full name, address, and phone number, and never leave your child alone. Remember, it's easier to prevent a child from being taken than to find one who's already missing. If you have any information concerning a missing child, call 1-800-THE-LOST. This message courtesy of Dayton Containerized Freight in Troy, always working to make our community a safer place to live, work, shop, and raise a family.
This is 1600 WBLY meteorologist Mike Davis. Here's the forecast for Springfield and Clark County.
Mostly clear, mid-30s tonight, light southwest winds, and then sunshine and warmer tomorrow, mid to upper 50s.
I'm meteorologist Mike Davis. For the latest weather information, stay tuned to 1600 WBLY.
Welcome back here to Columbus Crew Stadium. Tyler Stockstill back in the lineup. Daniel Burke comes in for the Irish. Tyler Stockstill, in fact, he's running off, so that's a good sign right there, John. Tyler's going to be fine.
Yeah, I think he is. He just probably took a good whack there, maybe knocked the wind out of him a little bit, but he's popped back up. He's ready to play again.
Tell you what, two great teams out here playing today, and Hawken getting ready to kick the ball. But, John, I don't know if that went out of bounds, and maybe it was a goal kick, but official called something. And unless maybe he thought the Irish was offside, they didn't see the offside penalty. But now the ball kicked down into Irish territory. Hawken with it, trying to get down now. Nice play. Kick it away. Right there is number 14, Matt Sprinkler, to turn it the other way for the Irish. Now the Irish, Chris Hall with it. Chris Hall trying to get free now, knocked away. By the way, John, is that Joe Hall's brother? And he does say that is Chris Hall's, Joe Hall's younger brother. Now throwing it in for the Irish, Jacob Beltman. Ball goes off across the way. We're down to 4:10 left to play in this match. Once again, we are all tied. Kick up ahead midfield. Matt Sprinkle kicks it back. Tony Miller with it. Tony Miller with it. Trying to control it. Up ahead. And now Hawken with it. Danny Friedman with it. Deep in his own territory, kicks it, but it's going to go out of bounds, so it's going to be throw in for the Irish. And Tony Miller's going to throw it in. Can't say enough again today. What a great job by Matt Sprinkle and Tony Miller that defense has done. Unfortunately, got a couple goals, and one in the first half was just kind of a shocker, and then one here in the second half. But really, it's been the Irish most time to put on the pressure today. Now Jacob Feldner with a kick, knocked away, deflection. Hawken gets it back, kicks ahead towards midfield. Ball still back in Hawken territory. Now it's right over to midfield stripe. Tony Miller right there to kick it to Jacob Feldner. Now running it down, Brandon Spridgen. Brandon with the ball. Brandon in Hawken territory, kicks it ahead to Chris Hall. Chris Hall with it. Trying to turn around, gets it knocked away from him. They say it's going to be a throw in Irish. So the Irish going to throw it in across the way. Brent Rohr with it, off his foot, still controls it. Brent Rohr over on the right side, trying to get away from his man, now stolen away by Hawken. Kicked out of bounds. Now we have a whistle. What do we have there, John? Do we have a violation of some sort? I think it's called a violation on the Irish. Eric Parker's going to kick it now because the whistle blew. John saying he thinks they called holding. 2:40 left to play here. It's been a quick second half, unfortunately, for the Irish. Hawken got a goal early in the second half to tie it. We're still there, 2-2 right now. The Irish desperately trying to get ahead. DJ Catro with the ball. Knocked away from him. Ball kicked down to Chris Hall. Now we have a Chris Hall with it, but we have a violation. They have DJ Catro on a push from the back. They're going to give the ball back to Hawken. There and John thinks took a little bit of a dive there, but the call goes Hawken's favor. Give it back to Hawken. We're down to 2 minutes to play in the match. 2 minutes in the regulation match. So we could be looking overtime here at Cruz Stadium. Now kick back the other way. Brent Rohr with it to Chris Hall. Now Chris Hall has it knocked away, but Joe Talley tries to get it back. Joe Talley controls it now. Joe Talley up to Chris Hall. Chris Hall, nice pass. DJ Catro. DJ Catro trying to work his way up for shots. DJ Catro scores a goal. DJ Catro scores with 1:31 to play. Assist by Chris Hall. 1:31 to play. The Irish on top, 3-2. Chris Hall with a nice pass ahead to DJ Catro. He works his way in. Got that left foot shot off. Just out of the reach of Jeff Bass. And it gets the corner of the net. The Irish with the lead, 3-2. 1:31 left to play. And I tell you what, the Irish fans are on their feet now, John. Tremendous play by DJ Catro.
Oh, great lead by Chris Hall, and DJ Catro just maneuvered the ball perfectly. Just kept on. The two defenders popped it right past the goalie's hands.
So now the pressure is really going to be on Hawken. They only have 91 seconds left to tie this match. Catholic Central could be looking to be state champions for the first time in soccer here. Once again, 91 seconds left to play. It's been a tremendous match. And really, the Irish have had the advantage most of the afternoon. There for a while, Hawken got very aggressive late in the first half and early in the second half. But really, it's been the Irish, John, most of the second half again.
They stayed down in that end, and then finally it just came through for them, and they got the goal and put them ahead. Hopefully they can hold on.
Now, at the end of the game, if we can't get some of the players up here, we had some technical problems, but if we can't get some of the players up here to talk to us, John and I will make sure we get some interviews we will have tomorrow morning on Springfield Sports Team. But hopefully maybe John can find out if some of the players can come up here and talk to us, and maybe Shane Latham. But we're hoping that happens. We've got 51 seconds left to play in the match. Tremendous match. Catholic Central, Adam Maloney with a goal kick coming up for the Irish. Adam Maloney kicks it. It's back in Hawken territory. The ball goes back farther off the header. Right now, the clock against Hawken. It's an ally of the Irish. Joe Talley with the ball. Joe Talley kicks it up ahead to DJ Catro. DJ Catro with it. DJ Catro has it knocked away from him. He's going to go out of bounds, though. It's going to be a corner kick for the Irish. And folks, there's 20 seconds left to play. And the Catholic Central Fighting Irish are going to be the state champions in Division 3. Kick into Joe Talley. Joe Talley just has it. We're down to 10 seconds to play. Joe Talley, DJ Catro just going to let it be there. Ball kicked out of bounds once again. Down to 5 seconds. Listen to the fans. Count it off. Catholic Central